Hello everyone, it is Monday the 30th. So if you had asked me in November if I were still going to be doing these update videos January 30th, I would have said this will be the final one, but in fact it's actually not the final one. We have more to come. I probably won't be in the house until March now as opposed to the first week of February. But let's talk about that at the end of the video. So we have... nothing happened downstairs, obviously, but we have our walls are hung in the stairs. Well, most of them are. Hung up here. Is anyone here? I don't think so. So, yeah, more work was done here today. Obviously, the mudding and all that stuff will happen this week, but we had actual walls up. It looks like the guys did come back from the insulation group and put this stuff in. They did not do that before, so they finally finished that up. Previous video I might have pointed out, and maybe I didn't, that they forgot to insulate the windows. So they did not do anything in the bathroom yet. Nothing in there. And yeah, this is all done. So it's a little bit of an echo now. The insulation isn't bouncing, absorbing my voice anymore. All right, so let's see how the closet looks. It does give you a more accurate view, though, of the house when you look at it this way. This is the master bedroom, and so yeah, we are in the closet. So they did do what they said they were going to do. Well, almost. They pretty much finished hanging sheetrock today. The only other update I'll give you guys before I wrap this up really was the I'm wearing sunglasses inside, which is kind of stupid looking. But Heather and I yesterday went to Home Depot and we ordered the cabinet or the counter for the kitchen. Originally, we were in the budget of about $2,000 for counter space. And my contractor about a month ago said, if you want granite, it's gonna be an extra $500 that you have to add out of your own pocket to get the granite countertops, which we agreed on. So we went to Home Depot and we ended up securing an order for $2,400 worth of granite countertop, really nice stuff. And that would have included the island. I think it's 25 square feet plus 18 for the island. So we emailed the guy this morning, and Heather and I discussed the fact that we would possibly just put butcher block on the island if we had to. Email this to the contractor, asking, is this all good? And second is, and we bought it out of pocket, so that way, because sorry, I'll back up. We're over already anyway with the in the budget. So Heather and I are buying a couple of things out of pocket in order to come under budget at the very end. That's what we're trying to do. So if we can afford to pay out of pocket for $2,400 worth of stuff, well, that's $2,400 less or $2,000 less that will come out of the loan. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So we're asking, is this the correct stuff? Did we do fine? And the second question was, when can the guys come to do templating? When they come to do templating, they actually look at the cabinets already installed and they measure again to make sure that what we paid for is either too high or too low. We either get refunded or we have to add more money. So templating can't be done until the cabinets are installed. So basically we asked Matt, is next week fine? He said, don't template until February 13th at the earliest. After you template, it's 2 to 4 weeks to get your cabinets, your counters delivered and installed. So end of February, which the cabinets were supposed to be in like 2 weeks ago. So this is just more BS. But he added one more fun note. He said, guys, remember how he moved the kitchen from, it was going to be back here where the bathroom is. Moved the kitchen from where the bathroom was to up here. Well, that required adding a couple of cabinets. So actually the $2,000 that you had for counters is actually only $200 now. Now, we've met with Matt many times on this. Any overages, Matt? Any things you weren't expecting? Anything that we should be concerned about? Anything we have to pay out of pocket? Nope, all good. You guys are good. You're still good for $2,000 worth of counters. This is a separate conversation, but it's related. We go and order the counters, the cabinets. I keep saying counters, I'm sorry. We keep going and order the counters. And then he comes back and says we have $200 worth left over for counters. That can't even get me plywood counters. So the guy is effing high. He is the least organized person I've ever known. It's frustrating. Heather and I have not got an answer from him yet, which is, what the hell happened? What are our options? What can we cut to afford laminate counters? It's just, I'm speechless on this one. Once again, I'm speechless by how stupid this guy is. Or just maybe he's a smart guy. He just doesn't understand things, or it's not logical what he's doing to us. So when we said, let's move this, he never told us it was going to cost more money. He never told us he was adding cabinets. I have a whole email chains going back to when we met this guy in July. It wasn't until today that we actually committed to ordering counters. Luckily, we can cancel them prior to templating being done. Thank God. Heather and I just paid $2,400 out of pocket. And, I mean, so you could just tell I'm speechless here. So anyway, this is my future kitchen, which will just be cabinets with no counters on them and just pieces of wood strewn about. That's the update. But hey, 2 or 3 weeks late, we have we finally have walls going. I'm so frustrated with this guy. I really am completely frustrated and speechless, to be honest. So here we are. Well, thanks for watching. This is the January 30th update. Oh, and one last thing actually before we go. I mentioned to you guys before, the foam board has to be covered for fire regulation, which no one expected, even my contractor, until the building inspector came up and mentioned it. On his second visit, he mentioned it. My guy told me it'd be $2,000 and $2,500 to cover just the perimeter with sheetrock, without mudding, without painting, just basically get it to code, without doing a ceiling, without doing flooring, without doing any framing, just covering it. That was with Heather and I still spending $130 to paint this wall back here, because Matt, instead of sheetrocking it before plumbers came in, he just let him do that. Now we have to paint over this instead of being able to sheetrock it nicely. I went to another guy locally that does this professionally. After materials, he's going to charge me $500 to hang the sheetrock to code. So every time Matt gives me a quote, it's double of what it would cost anywhere else. And I cannot wait to review this guy. And Matt, if you're watching this, fuck it, man. I don't know what to tell you. You've made our lives so difficult. I bought a house in October. I'm not living here yet. You are 3 months past when you were supposed to be done. You are $20,000 over budget. You are double the price of everyone I've spoken to. It is the most frustrating and helpless feeling I've ever had to deal with you in a professional setting. That I hate it, man. I really hate it. I hate dealing with you. I hate having you as a contractor. I really do. So this is update video for January 30th. I hope to Christ that we are in here by March 1st. I really am. The guy is just milking me dry. I told him, if you keep adding stuff, I'm going to go bankrupt. I'm going to have to foreclose on this place if he keeps adding shit. And now, today, happy Monday, $2,400 more out of my pocket because he never told us we couldn't afford counters anymore. All right, I'm gonna skip dinner tonight and go home and study for my PMP test. So have a nice evening, everyone. I'm sorry I'm so flustered. I really feel bad. I hate doing negative videos on this channel, but this guy has pushed me so hard and so far that I am at wit's end with dealing with all of his shit. All right. Have a nice evening, and thanks for watching. Peace.